When it comes to paint, everyone has a different opinion, but some things you can't argue about. There are 4 things that you pretty much can't argue about when it comes to paint. The quality of your product, number 1. The application of the product to make sure it looks smooth and even. The tools you use to make sure that application is correct. And 4 is paint color. Well, I think I might know what the right paint choice colors are, but let's talk to the real expert who may disagree with me.
My name's Sam Chandler. I run the Right Painter here on Oahu in Hawaii, and I've been painting for 29 years. Jill likes to be a little difficult and pick specific colors for certain things and a little softer whites.
I always advise sellers, use neutrals, soft whites, and in the right place, some soft beachy colors as well.
I like stock flat white paint colors because they're not tinted, and if we get extra, it's returnable. Once you tint a paint, you cannot return it to the store. I like to stick with the flat because it hides all the imperfections in the walls, say from shoddy drywall work or nail holes, people putting screws in, whatnot. But it also, on my end, it gives a fresh palette to people. It's white and then they can change it. For example, this yellow wall here, that might not go with everybody's palette. So what we call keeping the colors neutral, make it a fresh palette for the people that are purchasing the house so they can make it their own. Quality of paint is more important on the exterior of the house than it is on the interior because you're exposed to the elements. UV radiation and water are the 2 main causes of paint failure. Paint application. There's lots of ways to put paint on a house, more than one way to skin a cat. Everybody has their own versions of how things should be done. On exteriors, we do a lot of spraying and back rolling. We spray the paint on and we roll it out with a big roller to make a uniform finish. Spraying actually puts on more paint per mil thickness required by the manufacturer. If you were going to brush and roll this house, it would take you 4 coats to get what we're putting on with 1 coat of spraying. Most situations you can spray. A lot of situations where you can't, you do have to brush and roll and it takes more coats. So for efficiency purposes, price purposes, don't be afraid if a guy has a sprayer out. But if he has a sprayer out, make sure he has a roller going behind it or it's going to flash over time. Once the paint starts to fade, you're going to see spray marks because they did not use a roller behind the spray finish. Jill asked me to give you guys a little tip, little painter advice. I see a lot of guys on YouTube that they have their instructional videos and they really don't know what they're doing. On home and garden television, you see the average guy climbing up a ladder and rolling. This is probably one of the simplest tips. Most rollers have a threaded end where you can screw it on. This is a Sherlock from Worcester. It has a clip to keep it from spinning, and you don't need a ladder. And you don't have to get in there. You can just go all the way here and see how high up it goes. Simple tip. It's as simple as that. Most important thing to remember is do your research when hiring any building professional. Check their references. If you get an opportunity to go look at their work, go look at their work. I want to thank Jill for having us today. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you for watching. This is Jill Ward with Century 21 Island Homes.